Well, hello there, everyone. This is Nurse M. It is my premiere of my Foodie Beauty little tantrum that I'm going to have right now. Essentially, I started watching Foodie Beauty during the pandemic because I gained a little bit of extra weight. And when I was looking online, I was looking for a way to maybe get inspired to lose some weight. And hence, Foodie's channel appeared, and I got caught up in her drama and in her nonsense. Myself, as being a nurse, I have more than a decade of experience with diabetes, obesity, medical problems in general. And I worked through the pandemic and I worked many years prior to that, and I'm still a practicing LPN. And I've got some thoughts and opinions on what Foodie Beauty is doing here. If you take a look here, you'll see that Foodie has her scale up. She said that she was doing a weigh in. I don't know if any of y'all know this, but Foodie has a history of lying about these types of things. If y'all remember back at the villa, Foodie would step on her scale and it would always be like 335, 340, 345 when it just didn't look right. You know, you can always tell when something just doesn't look right. Well, in this particular instance, we have another one here. It says here that she weighs 334 pounds. On what planet does Foodie Beauty weigh 334 pounds? If you take a look at her in the past and compare it to what she looks like now, there's no way with how large she's gotten that she is down that weight. I don't know why she's lying about it. A lot of her viewers have to do with her weight and with, her food consumption and all of that. I don't see the sense in lying about it. I don't get what she's getting out of it. In this particular video, she's also going over her eating habits, such as her new diet of eating beans and fruit, stuff that's hydrating, like she says, like plums and berries and watermelon and all that kind of stuff. Now, someone who claims to know a lot about her diabetes and has done a lot of her own research and has listened to her doctor, she's doing the absolutely wrongest things when it comes to her health. And I'm quite frankly fed up. What I consider this to be is self-harm content. She goes on, she gorges herself. We're not going to use the B word because of terms of service, and I'm brand new. But she goes off and she overindulges in everything that she does. Everything. Except for the healthy stuff, exercise, watching what she eats, that type of thing. She goes on to say in this video that she is having cravings and she's wanting these cravings to come on. She's daring them to come on so she can get angry with her cravings. If that makes any kind of sense, it doesn't to me. Also, during this whole thing of hers, she was talking about speaking French and all this other kind of stuff, really, truly boring stuff that has absolutely nothing to do with her titles, Weigh In and Health Arc Vlog. I'm just going to scroll forward a little bit here, just so you can see what exactly it is that I'm talking about, the excessive amount of these beans. They're beans and sauces. There's over an enormous amount of them. And of course, she eats them with bread. Yep, you know that, bread. Here we go.
Actually, so I'll pack the breakfast, and these are the beans I was talking about. So this is just like they call it hummus, which is just think of hummus as a sauce, but it's actually just the chickpeas. Yeah. Nefi. Okay, and this
Gross.
one is full.
Will you look at that? No offense to anybody who likes that stuff, but that doesn't even look remotely appetizing, and it's a massive amount.
Bajilla. They're huge. They're huge like beans. And this is like my favorite. This is ash. It smells like there's greens.
That osh looks like it's pretty much in sauce, and it looks like it's pretty carb loaded, but without knowing what's in it, there's no way to tell. The best thing that Foodie Beauty could do is freaking count it, not her calories, but how many carbs she's consuming. Those carbs turn into instant sugar. And what's going to happen is if she has too much sugar going through her system, her body isn't going to know what to do with it. So either you're going to store it as fat, or your body's going to go into overdrive where it tries to kick that extra sugar out, which could cause ketoacidosis, because if there's too many ketones in your body trying to fight this blood sugar of yours, this never-ending spike of blood sugar, you're going to end up having a huge problem.
Beans in there. Onion. Yeah, a bunch of beans. I don't know. It's delicious. And this is jarish.
How many things of beans is she having in front of her? And look at the size of those bowls. I don't know about y'all, but I couldn't get through one of those bowls without, it being too much. How many bowls is that? That's freaking ridiculous.
So there's chicken, and it's like some kind of like wheat grains that they use. I've never tried this yet. I'm gonna try. Maybe I'll try now. Let me go in here. First time trying jarish.
Y'all, I'm really sorry about the jaw clicking and the smacking that she's going to do. I cannot stand it. It's my pet peeve. It makes me cringe. But thankfully, it's only like for a short period of time.
Bismillah.
Oh, good God, more bread. Always with the bread.
Mm. It tastes like barley to me, like exactly like barley or something. It's really good. I don't know what spices they use, but it's traditional food here. So yeah. So we're gonna go eat, and yeah. And these are the breads. They're like huge. But you just break them.
She said these are the breads. Breads being plural. You see the size of that thing? It's freaking huge. It's bigger than her head. And she says that there's more than one of them because she said breads. And you know what kind of a carbon bread addict Foodie is. That's insane.
Break them apart.
And all this Iranian style.
Oh, really?
Yeah, from the Iranian cuisine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because I know you said that yesterday.
Yeah.
So I've been eating like a lot of like beans for like breakfast and stuff like that.
Okay. Knowing how Chantal has a thing with passing gas and having accidents in that area, is it really a good idea to be ingesting that many beans? I mean, just come on. I'm just asking. I'm, curious.
Like that. If I eat breakfast, otherwise I usually just have like one main meal where it's like I'll have like a lot of salad.
That is a freaking lie. I cannot express to you how much of a lie that is. There is no way that she only has one meal. Everything she eats every 2 to 3 hours. She's said this herself over and over again. She also says that she goes in and she sneak eats all the time. Give me a break, Foodie.
A little bit of chicken and some rice. I've been eating rice every single day.
Eating rice every single day. That is a high carb food. high carb. Those carbs turn into sugar. And I know you've been told this multiple times. I don't know what your issue is, Foodie, but either you need to stop your behavior, you need to stop, you know, talking about your health and being concerned about it, meanwhile gorging yourself on the stuff that's causing your problem to begin with. You're not setting a good example. This is self-harm, in my opinion.
Not maybe like a quarter of what I would normally eat.
You're talking about a quarter of a hubcap, Foodie? Is that what you're talking about? Enough rice for an entire family plus some with a bunch of leftovers. You're saying you're eating about a quarter of that? Yeah, right.
Maybe even less than that. And I find that's been satisfying and filling. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Okay, I just noticed something. Can you take a look at her face real fast? This is kind of alarming. If you take a look at this eye here and this side of her face, it is much smaller than this side. Look at this eye. Look at the size difference from this eye. Look at the size of this cheek compared to this cheek. I don't know what's going on with her, but it does not look good at all.
When the cravings come back, but I have like this like rage inside of me for like I dare it to come back. Like I dare it to come back and ask me to eat pot pie. I swear.
Oh, Foodie, give me a break already, will you? This is the most ridiculous line I've ever heard. Daring it to come back. You have no willpower. None. Every little craving you've got to fulfill. Look at your history. Look at the thousands of calories you eat. Look at the crap you consume and the excuses you make. It's ridiculous.
Do it. Ask me. Go on cravings. Ask me to eat pot pie and see what happens to you. You're gonna get the biggest F you know.
Lies.
I'm not even like the thought of that doesn't even appeal to me right now. Honestly, it doesn't. So we'll see. I've just been craving more natural food, and I think I'm gonna when I do start cooking again, I'm gonna be like planning what kind of things. Like I think really high volume like vegetable like just a huge stock pot of soup that I love because I've been eating lentil and vegetable soup.
All right, Foodie, here's a little secret for you. Just because something is a so-called vegetable does not make it good for you. A lot of vegetables have high carbohydrates, high amounts of carbohydrates. Carbs turn into sugar. We've gone over this. And now you're going to go into the fact that you've been eating berries and watermelon and plums and all this nasty other stuff. And you think that there's not going to be a consequence, Foodie? Is that what you're thinking? Ridiculous.
Every day, so I'll just throw a bunch of vegetables, lentils, and just blend it. I love it. Cheese sauce. I have found a hack for cheese sauces. I'm gonna just make like for one meal, just like a huge thing of broccoli and like I don't know if you guys know, like a long time back, I tried this recipe and it was really good. It's the cheese sauce and it's made with carrots, potato, and nutritional yeast. So it's literally fat-free. So and nutritional yeast is like
Wow.
super top full of vitamins. It's crazy. And it's so good. Like I couldn't tell that it wasn't cheese sauce. It's creamy enough. There's ways of like making like substitutes. Like you know how I love like
Okay, I've had more than enough of her. What she's doing is just, it makes no sense at all, but that's the nature of Foodie for you. I'm just going to end this up here. I can't stand her blathering on when she doesn't know what she's talking about, or if she does, she's lying. Please let me know in the comments what you think. I am just absolutely sick and tired of this. I had to come on. I had to give my opinion. And there's another one that I need to give my opinion on too. Chantal is not going to be the focus of my channel at all, but I'm to the point where I've had it. I've absolutely had it. It needs to stop. I need to say something. All right, y'all. I'll be back again later with another video. Talk to you soon.